first you gotta grab your ice, you know. You gotta hit them with the soda. Then you hit them with the Bacardi, you know. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little. All right, what's up, guys? This is Fede here, back with another video, and today I'm doing a tag. So I was tagged by Maeve. I believe that's how you say her name, right? But yeah, beautiful Maeve tagged me in a book that is called Counting the Days. So I'm going to tell you the prompts in a little bit, but these are 10 prompts, and we're going to go through them real quick. Now, first prompt here. And also, by the way, check out my blue-eyed dragon there. Anyways, let's go to the first prompt that says, what is a book that excites you because of its cover? Now, this one, it's easy for me because, and I don't even know, I haven't read anything by this author, right? But look at this cover, man. It is by Maxwell Alexander Drake. And it is Farmers and Mercenaries, right? So this is, by the way, this is, look at the map. This is sign edition, I believe. Yep. And it's also numbered. I don't know if you can see it there. But yeah, I haven't read this book. This is a trilogy. It's Farmers and Mercenaries, and then it is... Mortals and Deities, and then there's a third one, but I haven't been able to find that one anywhere, right? But I'm really excited because of this cover. This was a cover buy for me. This one and the other one, the second book. But yeah, I'm really excited to read this one. I'm thinking that it's gonna be bad because I really don't know anything about this book, but I could be wrong, right? Now, a book that you're excited about because of its author. Now, I haven't read anything by this author either, but based on what I've seen, based on what I've heard, this is going to be the perfect book for me, and this is Malazan Book of the Fallen, #1, Guardians of the Moon. And yeah, this is the first book in the Malazan series, right? So it's supposed to be 10 books. And it also has like sub-series between there, but you don't have to read those as far as I know. So yeah, Malazan Book of the Fallen, I know that it is apparently really difficult to read these novels. Some people use a PowerPoint presentation that's going around online, and apparently that's pretty useful, right? So I'm probably going to use that one, especially in this book, right? Because for what I've heard, Erickson just throws you into this world without any warnings, without any explanation of some terms or some species, right? But yeah, it sounds really exciting for me, and I'm really looking forward to this. By the way, I'm going to read this until I get it on the cop thing that we're doing right now here in the channel. Right now, I'm about to start reading the series, the murder series that I got the last video, right? Okay, so keeping with the tag here, a book that excites you, that you're excited about because of its premise. Now, this book, man, I know that this is a classic, apparently, and this is Cloud Atlas, by the way, by David Mitchell. Now, David Mitchell has a lot of bestsellers for what I've seen. He also wrote, I don't remember which other book, but it's a pretty famous one as well. So the man has range, right? And I'm really looking forward to this book because the movie by the Wachowski sisters now is a lot of people didn't like that movie, right? But I really loved that one, the movie with Tom Hanks and the I believe it had some other famous actors, but I really don't remember right now. But yeah, Cloud Atlas, it's like 500 pages, so normal book. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one because of its premise. I know that every character or every time, like every era has its characters that connect with some other characters in the future and in the past, and some characters become gods in the future, or were gods in the past, or something like that. But everything is intertwined for what I know in this book, and that's really exciting for me. All right, and next, uh, a book that you're excited about because of its influence, and this also was easy for me because, well, this is one of the classic fantasy series that I haven't touched besides the first story, but there are a lot of stories in the Earthsea series, right? The books of Earthsea. This is the illustrated edition by Ursula K. Le Guin. And yeah, this book was actually gifted to me by Matt over at Matt Book Reviews. He was kind enough to send me this one. And yeah, this is a pretty big chunker of a book, but I'm excited to read this one because of the writer, yes, and also because of the influence that Ursula has had across the years, right? Without Ursula, we wouldn't have like the Books of Magic by Neil Gaiman, or even Harry Potter. I don't like that one, but it is pretty influential. So yeah, it all came from here, from Ursula herself. And right now I'm actually reading a book of her. I think I have it upstairs, but it is the No Time to Spare book, and that's pretty interesting one. It's just a lot of essays that she used to do in her website, right? And next, a book that you're excited about because of its emotional weight. Now, I'm going to cheat here because I really don't get emotional with a lot of books. But I did, this book, what I mean by cheating is that I already read this one, right? And this book is, well, The Sparrow by Mary Doria Russell. Now, this book, man, I got to tell you, this book was recommended to me by a friend, right? She told me that, hey, Fred, I know that you you like sci-fi, right? So I bet you're gonna like this one because it has some of religious undertone, not in the preaching way, right? I'm just saying that the characters themselves, for example, a character here is it's father, right? Catholic father, and or preacher, or padre, or whatever. But yeah, he's a Jesuit, and he is sent on this mission to encounter new life, along with some other scientists and whatever, right? But I don't want to spoil anything about this book. This is some of the this I really think so. This is some of the best book that I read last year or 2 years ago. Whenever I read this, I believe it was 22 actually. I was just baffled. I mean, sometimes you read a book and you're just amazed by the quality of it. And this actually has a sequel. I don't know if I'm. Oh yeah, this actually has a sequel, and it's right here, and it's called Children of God by the same writer. And yeah, this duology, man, it's amazing. You better read it. And it's not that long, especially the second book. But yeah, The Sparrow and Children of God, beautiful books. Really emotional for me. Now, a book that you're excited about for its sense of humor. And this is easy as well for me. The book that has made me laugh the most, the book that actually made me cry out loud laughing, was Don Quixote de la Mancha, or in English you will say Don Quixote, right? I don't know why they butchered that name in French. I don't know why people in the US call it Don Quixote, like in French. But yeah, this is Don Quixote de la Mancha by Miguel de Cervantes Saavedra. And this edition, I mean, first, the story, right? We know it's a classic and it's a massive book, but it's also, how should I put this? It's every genre that you can imagine, right? It's tragedy, it's comedy, it's romance, it's everything. And this edition in particular, I love this one because it has the complete illustrations of Gustave Doré, right? So this guy is a master in what he used to do with the stories. He also illustrated the Divine Comedy by Dante. So look at this, man. Look at this. I mean, once you read in the book, you want to get a tattoo of every goddamn illustration, right? And the story, I mean, the story of Don Quixote, it's a big one. Not just the story in the book, but the story of its conception and its subsequent sequel, which is here as well. It's 2 books, Don Quixote. And Miguel de Cervantes is just a monster in every type of literature, right? And we shall be lucky to be able to read this in our time, right? So yeah, Don Quixote, without a doubt, the best book with the best sense of humor that I ever read in my life. And this was written, what, 400 years ago? So yeah, it's amazing. Now, the last one, a book that you're excited about because of its challenge or difficulty. So for this one, I chose, not because of its difficulty, but because of it is a challenge to read this series. And this is going to be The Wheel of Time, and this is a prequel. I'm going to start with the prequel before I start with the first book whenever I get the paper here in the cup. Because I already kind of know what happens in the first book and what's the purpose of the event that triggers the events in the first book. So yeah, I'm gonna start with this one whenever I start the series, which is New Spring, the prequel novel. And yeah, it's a challenge to read this series, right? Because everyone knows, if you're here on BookTube or if you are interested in fantasy and all that, the series apparently gets into a slog on book 8, 9, or 10 or whatever, and you have to be mentally prepared for that, right? So you know, once before even getting into the story, that books up to book 6 or 7 is going to be great, but then you're going to get into a slog until Sanderson picks it up, right? So yeah, it's a challenge, but it's a challenge that I'm very excited to start it, right? These are 14, 15 books, plus another one if you count the Wheel of Time companion, which I think I'm gonna need whenever I get this. So once I start reading the series, I'm gonna get the companion because, you know, my mind needs to have like a thing to fall on, right? So yeah, those were my choices, guys, and I was actually going to do another video. I was gonna do the I don't know which video I was gonna do, but yeah, I saw the tag and I said to myself, you know, I don't really do tags a lot, so let's go ahead and do this one. And the last prompt here is to tag some people. And sorry about the noise, guys. I'm looking at it, and it's just a friend sending me memes via Instagram. So, you know, but yeah, I'm going to tag some people in the comments, and yeah, I'm going to tag 3 or 4 people. Sorry, and yeah, I do want to thank Maeve for tagging me in this one, and yeah, it was pretty fun, you know. And see you in the next one.